You know, when it comes to gaming, there are a lot of franchises that I hold near and dear to my heart, to my utmost content. A lot, really. You know, you have God of War, Spider-Man, Super Mario, Uncharted, a bunch of them. And one of the greatest I ever had the pleasure of playing was Batman Arkham. That series was peak perfection. Even the games that people do trash on, while I do see the flaws, I'm thinking about the tank. Trust me, yeah, I know how bad the tank is.
A girl can't live by psychoses alone.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
But I think that is some of the best depictions of not only just Batman and DC itself, but just gaming in general and how a game should be and how to represent that. Like the memes aren't lying. Like, I feel like Batman. Like, it is some of the greatest stories ever told with the medium that we have. What the fuck is going on? I generally don't know what the hell Suicide Squad is doing. I don't know what the shit this is. Now, I'm gonna give you some context while I'm making this. So, you know, like a little back ago, I was watching the Gaming Awards, right? You know, it wasn't too bad. I thought it was alright. Spider-Man 2 got snubbed, but yeah, screw it.
Okay, before we get down to business, there's something I have to tell you. I'm fresh out of honey.
Whatever. And up comes the trailer for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And I thought, wow, you know, like, they're actually fixing it due to the, you know, live service BS or whatever. You know, I'm not talking about the live service trash. That's been covered to death. People know how horrible that is. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about the fact that this takes place in the Arkhamverse. This does. Which is weird because Gotham Knights, God rest his soul, that was a horrible game. Should have been set in the Arkhamverse, but whatever. This game takes place in the Arkhamverse, and I don't like the fact that this game canonically has a Justice League that we have no, like, prior knowledge of at all. We don't know who these people are.
Figured you'd be by sooner or later. And what happens if I don't sign?
You rot in here, or you work for me.
So that's it? What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
And I feel like that's a bad thing. The only person that we have any knowledge on is Batman and Kevin Conroy. This is going to be his last appearance as Batman. And I'm very deeply sad that this might be a horrible game and that's going to be his last thing to go out on, because this is really starting to worry me. It's not the game really itself that I want to discuss here, but it's the fact that we've never had any real time with these characters besides the Cake Crusader himself. And with that, I mean, like, we have the whole Justice League here, and now we're just gonna cut straight to just an invasion? I mean, like, I wish I could care about the characters that we're dealing with here. Like, if I'm going to be killing the Justice League, quote unquote, I don't know if we actually are, but probably, then I want to feel some emotion whenever I'm doing so. You know what I mean? Because, like, this is like if the MCU went from, like, Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, and then cut straight to, like, Infinity War, just straight up with no prior knowledge of any other character. And it's, like, so weird because I feel like with the Arkhamverse, there could have been so much potential for other games. Imagine how a Superman game, a Flash game would go. When the hell is our Wonder Woman game coming out, right? Like, that was announced at the Gaming Awards, like, in what, like 2020, 2021, 2022? I don't even know when, but that was announced. What? Like, I feel like with this whole Justice League, I feel like whenever I fight them in the world that we're in, I'm gonna have, like, no, like, am I supposed to care if I kill, like, Green Lantern or anything like that? I mean, like, I would care if, like, Green Lantern from, like, Justice League Unlimited got killed, because I like him, I grew up with him, I spent time with him, but I have no prior knowledge, you know? Because I feel like besides Batman, we're supposed to care about these characters because of our experiences with other versions of those characters. And I feel like there was so much missed potential, because imagine if we got a Superman game with this. Imagine if we got all these different other like games to follow up this game. Because I feel like this game is kind of like the problem with modern gaming, to where we just want to have like these live services and all these like big maps of like all these big stupid things that just thrown at you, instead of actually taking the time to actually go through this. Now, I am happy that WB is actually going through and actually, like, you know, delayed the game so that they can fix it. I'm happy for that.
Announcement. All right, awesome. Thanks, nigga. All right. Now.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
So, what I'm trying to say is, overall, is that I really feel that there is some missed potential with this universe in general. Because I do know that there were like references here and there in the previous games, in Arkham and all that stuff, to like Superman Metropolis and all that other stuff.
I never liked Bruce Wayne. Yeah, all the charity work, the donations. You could tell he was hiding something. Exactly. He's not one of those trustworthy rich guys like Oliver Queen or Lex Luthor.
But I feel like we really kind of miss something, because if these characters do allegedly die, then imagine how they kind of just, so much missed potential for what could have been. Like, imagine like a really cool Green Lantern game, a Superman game, Flash game, and all these other like worlds that we could have explored. Now, I'm not saying we will like never get to explore them, but I feel like having a connected video game verse such as like that would be great, with different styles of gameplay, seeing different worlds and all that. I feel like would have been great. But now, I mean, like, it's potentially just gonna be just this. If the game hopefully makes money. I mean, like, I do hope that this game succeeds. I never want any video game or movie to fail due to the amount of work that people do on this sort of stuff. And I know a lot of people definitely worked on this game. But, you know, I guess what we can do, really. I guess we have Aquaman 2 coming up, so that's going to be something. So, I don't know. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me for that review coming up later, please do. And, yeah, don't forget to have a great day. And, I feel like this game's going to be mid. That's where we're at right now.
You, Barry, you're just the team mascot, aren't you, mate? The loser of the league, folks.